So now in previous session we have seen what is endurance limit. We have seen Dr. R.R. Murray's experiment, and after that we have seen the notch sensitivity Q and how to correlate with the KF, fatigue stress concentration factor, that we have seen. Now it's time to find out the endurance limit. So I'll make the title endurance limit. Endurance limit. It is denoted by SC. Very important. Now how to calculate this? We have understood the theoretical parameter related to this, but how to calculate? As I told you, fluctuating load is not visible. We have to take a reference of data books. So I have just paste here some data which are required and which are directly given in the numerical ready-madely, but I'll tell you how to read it, how to find out the dimensions which we required. So now basically endurance strength is defined by K, KB, KC, KD, SC dash. These are the factors. These are the factors. Now what is that, how it perform the role and all that I'll tell you. Now first factor, this factor we can say that this is application factor. I'll write here K, application factor or service factor. Then KB, size factor according to size of the component. KC, reliability factor. Reliability factor. KD, modifying factor. Modifying factor. Correct? And SC dash, endurance strength. Endurance strength. Clear? So this will be the things for calculating the endurance limit. Now how we can find these values K, KB and all that? How? So see, first graph KA, that is surface finish factor or application factor of the particular component. We can see surface finish factor K. Now K is depends on two parameters. First one is, see, x-axis, ultimate tensile strength. Second one, we need to calculate y-axis, of course. Second one, machining process. So I'll write, one is depend on SUT and second one is a machining process. Now machining process, sorry, manufacturing process, forging, casting, cold drawing, machining. So these are the process out of which we are going to select the K, service factor or application factor or surface finish factor. Very important. Clear? Two parts are important, SUT and we know the manufacturing process. Second, KB. KB is nothing but size factor. KB is nothing but size factor. I'll quote here one example. Suppose SUT, ultimate tensile strength, is 1000 and forging process we have used. So I'll get here this point. So if I move this, so I'll get the value which is situated in between 0.2 to 0.4 and middle one is 0.3. So I can say 0.32. Correct? So that will be the value of K. So likewise we are going to find out. This is for K. Very important. Two factors, SUT, ultimate tensile strength and manufacturing process. KB. KB is nothing but size factor. It depends on the sizes. Suppose shaft is using and it is having size of 30 mm. So you can see, if diameter is situated in between 0 to 7.5, K will have to take 1. If diameter is situated 7.5 mm to 50, KB will have to take 0.85. If diameter is more than 50, I will have to take 0.75. Here I told you 30 mm diameter, it means it is situated in second criteria. So I will have to take KB 0.85. Likewise we need to select. KC, reliability factor. What is the ability of the component for the sustaining in percentage, sustaining the load? So see, various percentage reliabilities are given. For 50%, 1, 90%, 0.897. This value will have to take, and that will be given in your numerical. Don't worry about that. Clear? So whichever be the given, that value will have to select in front of that. That will be called as a KC. according to reliability. KD, modifying factor, very important. So KD is generally reciprocal of KF. Remember this, KD is reciprocal of KF, and KF is nothing but 1 plus Q into KT minus 1. That we have said, correct? We have proved. So this is important. So here also same I have written. So for KD no graph is required, but in that KD is equal to 1 by KF. KF is 1 plus Q. Q is situated in between 0 to 1. But for KT, as we have seen in previous numericals, for KT we must require structure, and through that structure we'll have to use chart. That 5 charts are there. Out of that we'll have to use either 2 chart, 3 chart, whichever be the as per the structure. So through chart I will have to find the KT, then Q is given or from the chart, and we'll get the KF. Once we got the KF, we'll have to put here, I'll get KD. Once I got KD, I will have to put here. Correct? Now SE dash, endurance strength. So endurance strength basically depends on material. It depends on material. If material is steel, endurance strength is 0.5 times SUT. Always remember this. If material is steel, endurance strength is always 0.5 times SUT. If material is cast iron or brittle, it will be 0.4 times SUT. Very important. Correct? So likewise we have covered K, KB, KC, KD, SE dash. Nothing else. Directly we'll get the values from the chart, graph, given chart and graphs. Correct? We'll have to just take it carefully and multiply it. We'll get endurance limit. Is that clear? So this is about the endurance limit. I hope you understood this session.